fine. Let's start recording. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I want us to go here. Right. So we've just recorded how we actually set up a bank account. Okay. We just recorded that. Right. Now what we want to do is we want to look at reports. Okay. We're going to look at reports. So again, let's quickly click on our slides and see what's happening over there. So we click on reports. Okay. And then here, when you generate reports, there is certain information that needs to be specified. The information that needs to be specified is usually referred to as filters, okay, and ensures that the system produces the correct reports and report content, okay. So if you want to look at the reports in relation to banking, you just simply go to reports on your menu there. Then you go to bank and credit cards, okay. And then we go to select a report. Okay, don't select anything. Once you've done that, you should arrive at what you see on my screen, right? Once you've done that, you should see what I have on my screen right here. Now, I'm going to show you there's a different way to do the same thing. Okay? So you can go to banking, then you can go to reports, which is right at the bottom. I think it's the last option there. And then can you see they're giving you these four options. You have cash flow report, you have cash management, all right, and you have the other two as well. Can you see that? Okay. So there's different ways of arriving at the same destination. Okay. But now, what am I trying to show you? I'm trying to show you that there's different ways to skin the cat. But I prefer to always go this way, to go reports, then bank and credit cards, or reports and then customers, or reports and then suppliers. Why? Because when I do that, can you see that here they've given me the names of all the reports that I can get, and they've also given me a description of each report. All right. Now that's just great because obviously sometimes you might not know exactly what a cash flow or cash management report is all about. So I can quickly just read here and see, okay, actually that would be quite useful. A summary of cash in and cash out, that could be quite useful. Okay. Let me see what that looks like for my business. Okay. Right. So that is your reports. Okay. So we finished bank account. Okay. Then we go to assets. Okay. In assets, again, can you see some pattern? Everything that we've been to, even when we're online, started off with categories. And now I hope as you are going through the navigation, you're starting to pick up on certain patterns. Okay. So if we want to create a category for assets, what do? We go to what it says here. Click on company, assets, and then asset categories. So let's go there. On your demo company, let's go there. Assets, sorry, company, and then assets. And then asset categories. Okay, and now do you have this screen up here? This one here. Okay. Right? I'm just going to give you guys a chance to get with us. So we started with assets. We just begun with assets. No, we started. Just beginning with assets. guys there? So you go to company, then you go to assets, and then asset category. Just behaving. Not doing good things. Doesn't look like it's switching on. Right. Okay, so just watch in the meantime. So then, now when you're at the screen, you can now click on add categories. Or add category, sorry. Okay, and now you are back here to new asset category and then description. Can you see? Much like when we were creating a category for banking, right? Not much difference here. Okay. So now let's see. In our manual, do we have something there? Okay. So there's two categories that the activity is saying we can create. Information technology, and then obviously delivery vehicle. So if you can just create those, and then just add whatever you want to add at the end of it, just so that we don't have that error, because these files or these categories probably exist. Okay, so information technology, KK, or 22. Delivery vehicle. Put delivery vehicle dash Bugatti, whatever works for you. Okay. Have we done that? Have we done that? Have we managed to do that? I'm sure we've done that now, right? Okay. All right, so that's how we do categories. Okay. So let's go back to our slides. Okay. So we now know how to do categories. Now the next thing is locations. Okay. Remember we're in the category, or we're in the topic of assets. So why would we want to add location? Why would we want to, what's the relevance? Why would we want to add location? Where you can find your asset, 100%. Okay. So how do we find that? Can you see again in bold? The slides are telling us we go to company, assets, and then asset locations. So do that. Okay. You are able to create asset locations for your assets. You can use locations to know where your assets are located. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. Okay. Now, if we go to this activity in the manual, they're saying two locations that they want us to add is a main office and what's the other one? Factory. Okay. Again, if you just add them as is, you're going to probably get that error. So I'll put main office 23 or factory 55. Come in. Are you serious? 10 out of 10. I see you. Okay. Cool. So let's see now. Have you managed to add those? Okay, happiness. Right. Ooh, let's try and miss. Okay, so we've managed to do locations, right? Now we want to do asset information or creating an asset. Okay? So again, all we need to do is go to company, all right, then go assets, and then go list of assets. Okay, remember when we were creating a customer, we also went customer, we went list of customers, then we went to add a customer, and then here we're going to company assets, list of assets, and then we're clicking on add an asset. So I'm trying to expose these patterns to you so you begin to see, oh, that's all we need to do. Okay. Sage Accounting allows you to record all your company's assets in the asset register. Okay, we'll speak to what an asset register is just now. So once you've clicked on add an asset, this is the screen that should pop up. Okay. Okay, and so here under description, again, we're just putting in the name of the asset. Then if you go to category and you look for the category that you created, you should be able to pick that up. Okay. If you go to location, you should also be able to pick that up. Okay. Then here we have the date purchase. When did we buy this thing? We have the serial number. Okay. Serial number. Okay. On every asset you'll have even on a car you'll have a serial number. Okay. So that we can identify, is this actually the asset that we have documented in our Sage? Okay. So whenever the auditors come, then they can verify that. Okay. Then who did we buy this from? Then purchase price, okay, replacement price, and then current price. So these two, replacement value, sorry, and current price, these are things that will make sense to you when you guys do accounting 1B, when we start to do depreciation. I'm actually going to be doing depreciation with my students tomorrow. Your eyes just were like, what? Have you done depreciation before? Yeah? Fun times, huh? Fun times. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to enter in these assets. Let me just zoom out just a bit. Okay. I want you to enter in these assets. Okay, and then for location, and then obviously category, I want you to enter in the ones that you created. Okay, I think now we're starting to see, we're beginning to appreciate the whole category thing. See how we can actually apply these things. So stage 1 should actually be giving you joy. This module should actually be giving you joy, because now you're seeing accounting in action, as opposed to just saying, here you debit, here you credit. Now, I wouldn't say the people who necessarily work at the bank, but if you're talking about a bookkeeper or an accountant, typically they would play around with the software package that report the financials here. You think of working at a bank? What would be your ideal dream job? Office work. That's very important. Because you could be talking about secretary, you could be talking about CEO, you could be talking about marketing. Yes. No, that's interesting. Okay, so that means that there's already an asset by that name. So maybe say printer 22, or printer 55, anything. Okay. Have we managed to do that? Can I scroll, or we're still doing the second asset? Still doing the second. Okay, no problem. You could do them for the sake of, well, for the purpose, actually, when you get in there, it's just going to be like quizzes that they'll ask you, multiple choice questions that they'll ask you at the end of every unit, or most of the units. That will push the progress. You won't necessarily need a photo for that progress. Okay, are we sorted? Still busy? Okay. All right, so just in the interest of time, I think push forward. And if you haven't finished, it's okay, it's no problem. At least you have the one asset. Okay? Okay, so that's the end of that activity. But I want to show you guys one thing just before. Okay. Asset report. Okay. So now, in order to get here, you can go to company, assets, and then go to report. See, it hasn't given you anything. Okay. Now now what you need to do is then actually go to view report. Now, can you see you've got all the assets that are under this company. Okay. This is what we call a asset register. Okay. Asset register is a document that shows you all the assets of the company that are currently under the company. They'll show you the day that you bought the asset. They'll show you the serial number for that asset. They'll show you who you bought it from. All right. They'll show you the purchase price, replacement value, all those things. Okay. And then obviously the name of the assets and so forth. Okay. Oh, didn't want to go there. Okay, this is the exercise. These are the exercises I was telling you about. So here, can you see? You can change your invoice numbering in Sage Accounting, true or false. Then you obviously answer the question. Okay, these are the type of questions they can ask you. Did you notice that we didn't actually go through that in Sage? Okay. We did in a sense. Okay. Then you answer them accordingly. And these are the things that I was telling you about that are going to then change your progress when you've completed these. Oh, wow, looks like I have actually done something. Click no so I don't go back to that quiz. And the last one that I want us to just touch on is accounts. Okay. So you've touched on assets, you've touched on bank accounts. Now I want us to just touch on assets. Accounts. Okay. Now the accounts that we're talking about, if you remember in Learning Unit 2 last semester in your accounting textbook, when we spoke about accounts, right, in Learning Unit 2, we would then categorize to say, what is cost of sales? Cost of sales is an expense. What is rent income? It's an income. What is dividends? Dividends is an income. Okay. What is services rendered? It's an income. Okay. Liabilities. What are our liabilities? Our liabilities, we can have current, we can have non-current. Okay. What are our non-current liabilities? Those that are typically longer than 12 months. And there you'd be talking about a mortgage and things like long-term loan, etc. Right? So this is where this is now all coming into play. So if we want to create an account, so you're running a sneaker store, all right? She's running a makeup business, all right? You're running a what? Spaza shop? What's your business? You tell me. A car dealership, okay? And yours? What's your business? You don't know. Jewelry? You sell jewelry? Okay. All right. So can you see all of these businesses are different? Okay. All of these businesses are different, but all of us are small, medium enterprises, right? So this accounting package would be of value to all of us. But now the reality is not all of the accounts that you need in your business or that she needs in her business are there. So you then need to create those accounts. Yes, you know that we know that the specific accounts, whether they're an income or an expense or a liability, but they're not there. So you need to create them. Okay. So this is why we have this feature in Sage. So then you literally just go to accounts, lists, and then add an account. So when you go to, when you click on add an account, that's when this will pop out. Okay. So you can go there now if you want to. Okay. But I think now we're really starting to get the gist. All right. And then obviously here you got your account name, you got your category, and this is in this category, that's where you would then say this is an expense, it's a liability, etc, etc. Okay. Then if there's an opening balance on this account, you would also then enter that there. And then active, guys, wherever you see active in the checkbox, you know that you need to tick that off in order to make use of this account, in order to make use of this customer or supplier. If that is not ticked off, you will not be able to use that bank account, that whatever that thing is that you're just about to create or have created, you'll not be able to use it. It has to be active and then you can actually use it. Okay. Then here we've got default that type. Okay. So is it standard rated? Is it zero rated? All right. Is it non-applicable? Is it exempt? What is it? Okay. And then description, you can add that if you want to. All right. Okay, so that's master files. Okay, then you have purchases and sales accounts. Okay, this is literally just your. We know that we have different sales categories. So these is shoes. Okay, that is something that he sells. At the same time, footwear is also his inventory. So that would also fall under purchases as well. Okay. So that's all that is then speaking to. Okay. Right, and then I'd advise that please go through your manual in relation to this, and then also please do the activities in relation to this. Okay, this particular section. Okay, remember you can use the demo company to obviously practice the activities in that section. Then reporting groups. You will use accounting reporting groups to view either a summary of grouped accounts or the individual accounts making up a group total on your financial statement reports. To access this function, click Accounts, Account Reporting Groups. Okay. Once you've done that, you should arrive at this page right here. When you are now there to create your group, you simply then just select the accounts that you want to group for reporting purposes and click on Group Accounts link. You can add a new account report group, select an existing account report group, or remove the account report group. Click on the Save button. And there, if you look, you can actually name this new accounting group. So I want to see this. So accounts. Typically, if you're looking at sales, you'd want to click on something, well, not all, but whatever things in sales that you're interested in. If you're looking at cost of sales, you focus on that category. Because those are related accounts. Does it make sense? So if we're analyzing, then we want to look at stuff that's related typically. Yeah, well, I could say that. Click on that thing on the side. name it whatever. And click on the save. And then scroll up. Let's see. Scroll up. Does it create that? Do this, do me a favor, go to scroll all the way down, let me see something. Scroll all the way up, then go to reporting, or report, sorry. Accounts. Check for whatever you have there. Just want to see. That's fine. That's all right. Okay. Anyway, so that's how you create group accounts, or a link to group accounts. Okay. Your account reporting group will not be grouped until you saved the changes. You will also have the option to edit or delete the account reporting group. And then that's it. And then the last thing is, again, if you want to view reports in relation to accounts. I think maybe because we're in the demo company, that's why we can't see the reports for this. Because it doesn't make sense for us to be able to group accounts, but then obviously you can't actually see the report for that group. Does it make sense? So I think it's just because we're in the demo company. So reports, accounts, and then obviously then you get the different reports that you can have for accounts. And the only two that we get is account transactions, and then we have account lists. Okay, right. Ladies and gentlemen, are there any questions or thoughts from your side? Is Sage a lot more easier? It's now looking doable. We now can see what it is that we are actually trying to achieve, right? So my advice to you then is, whenever you want to study, just get up to breast with what we have done in the previous week, play the video of what we did together in class or online, then have the manual next to you, and then have the demo company. And then you can obviously make sure that you're on top of things, okay? And then that way, trust me, I don't envision you guys having any problems with this. That's what I'm saying, and that's why I've been saying, this is a module that should actually be giving you joy, if anything else, okay? Because now you don't have to debit, credit, all that stuff. No, the system does all that work for you. You just need to import the right data. You are home and dry, okay? But that said, I'm done. So I'll be seeing you guys next week. Do enjoy the day.